Good morning. Okay, so today is Thursday. Remember, we are in the month of April 2nd. Okay, you can write the date as April. You can write out the date April 2nd, 2020, or you can write it as 4/2/20. Okay, so we are going to read the sentence, I like to read. Okay, so remember whenever we are writing, we always write from left to right. Okay, when we're writing sentences, we have to have a capital letter at the beginning. So I'm going to correct. Okay, and I'm looking at the word like. Like, what letter goes at the end of the word like? Good job, the letter E. Remember that E is sneaky. The sneaky E can be seen at the end of the word like. Remember that the vowel in this word is long, so most of the time when the vowel is long, then there's going to be a sneaky E at the end. Most of the time, okay? I like to read. Okay, now is this a question or is this just a statement? Good job. It's a statement, so we don't need a question mark, but we need a period. Good job. Now I'm going to rewrite the sentence on the line because remember we write from left to right. Good job. Capitalize my I. I like to read. Okay, so make sure whenever you are writing your sentences that you have a correct capitalized letter at the beginning and your punctuation at the end. If you are asking a question in your sentence, then you need a question mark. Okay, so I want you to write a sentence in your journal. It can be any sentence that you want, but just practice writing this sentence in your journal. Make sure that you have a capital letter and then punctuation at the end. Okay, all right, so what is a noun? Do you guys remember what a noun is? Let's think about that. Okay, so a noun is a person. What else? Place. Thing. And what's the last one? Animal. Awesome. Kiss that brain, smarty pants. All right, now we're going to count the sets of, the number in the set of triangles. Okay, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's count this set of circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, now let's compare. Which one of these has more? Good job, the circles has more. And which one of these has less? The triangles. Awesome. All right, so if I'm looking at this, these two sets, I can say that 4 is less or greater than 6. Less or greater or less or more than 6. Good job, it's less. 4 is less than 6. Awesome. Gotta make sure that I have my period. Okay, so just to review that a noun can be a person, place, thing, or animal. Okay, so when you're reading your stories this week, remember that the characters in the story are the people and the animals. Okay, if your story has just animals, then the characters will be animals. If your story has people, then the characters will be considered people. Now we're learning about main character. Remember, the main character is who the story is mostly or mainly about. Okay, and then talking about stories. In the story, there's always a setting. So if you remember that the setting is where the story takes place. Okay, so that's pretty cool that we've been learning about nouns, and then we know that the setting is considered a noun, and the actors and characters in stories are nouns as well. So kudos to you. All right, so we are going to review our high frequency words.
It's getting serious on this track, ma'am.
All right, you ready? What's the word R? What's the word What's the word? What's the word? How do you spell it? A-R-E. How do you spell it? Good. What's the word? All. What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? How do you spell it? A-L-L. How do you spell it? Good. What's the word? And. What's the word? What's the word? Good. How do you spell it? A-N-D. How do you spell it? What's the word? Bend. What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? How do you spell it? B-E-E-N. How do you spell it? Good. What's the word? Back. What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? How do you spell it? B-A-C-K. How do you spell it? What's the word? Come. What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? How do you spell it? C-O-M-E. How do you spell it? What's the word? After. What's the word? What's the word? How do you spell it? A-F-T-E-E-R. Wait. Crap. A-F-T-E-R. How do you spell it? What's the word? Called. What's the word? What's the word? How do you spell it? C-A-L-L-E-D. How do you spell it? Good. What's the word? Could. What's the word? What's the word? How do you spell it? C-O-U-L-D. How do you spell it? Good. What's the word? About. What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? Good job. Now how do you spell it? A-B-O-U-T. How do you spell it? What's the word? R. What's the word? All. What's the word? And. What's the word? Bend. What's the word? Back. What's the word? Come. What's the word? After. What's the word? Call. What's the word? Could. What's the word? About. All right, so we're going to quickly do a review of our numbers. Okay. All right, let's see if you guys can guess the number in a set. Okay. All righty. Let's see. How many? 5. Good job. We have 3 at the top, 2 at the bottom. 3 and 2 more gives us 5. Awesome. All right, you ready? How many? 4. Awesome. How many? 3. Good job. So we have 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. All right, you ready? How many? 2. Awesome. We have 1 and 1. Good job. How many? 1. Good job. How many? 10. Good job. 5 at the top, 5 at the bottom. How many? 6. Awesome. 1, 2, 3 at the top, 3 at the bottom. This one's a doozy. How many? 9. 3, 3, and 3 give us 9. All right, you ready? How many? 8. Good job. 4 and 4 give us 8. Awesome. All right, so we're going to quickly go over CVC words. Okay. All right. Okay, what's this word? Sound it out. Cap. Or you can say cap. Remember we talked about speaking well. We are connecting all of the sounds together. Cap. Good job. What if I take away the C and put a T? What does the word become now? Tap. Good job. Tap, tap. Awesome. Tap. Okay? What if I took away the T and put a B? What does the word become now? B-ap. Bap. Good job. What if I took away the P and put a T? What does the word become? Good job. Bat. 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 Awesome. What if I took away the B and put the digraph C-H? You know what the word will be? Chat. Awesome. Kiss that brain. Okay. What if I took away the T and put a D? Now the sound for T is T. Good job. And the sound for D is D. Awesome. So now instead of chat, it's going to be Chad because the ending changed. Okay? All right. What if I took away the ch and added this digraph? Okay? So instead of ch, add, this changes to sh, add, shad. Okay? Awesome. All right, now Ms. Gallo is going to write this word. What is this word? Good. Now if I put the digraph SH, what does that become? Good. Okay. If I write these two letters, what is that? Ah. Ah. If I add the digraph CH, the word becomes chop. Okay? Ah, ch, ah, chop. Okay? What if I add the digraph WH? What does the word become now? Good. Wop. Okay? All right, so that's our lesson for today. Bye.